As the clock ticks second by second, the world around it transforms. The same could be said about blue collar jobs in America. The country itself has tilted towards technology in recent years, but if you look closely, the same blue collar skills are as needed as ever.
It's hot outside, it's cold outside, it's raining outside. It's a skill that's taught or learned, and your average person's just not going to walk outside and do it. So I think that's why it's as hard as it is. Society in itself, in my opinion, has gotten a little bit lazy, and that's caused some of this.
That's the voice of Danny Kirby, president of Kirby Specialties Corporation in Russellville.
My dad actually started this company in 1970, and I grew up in it, and it was just a natural progression for me.
Danny graduated from UA Little Rock in 1993 with a degree in construction engineering. Fast forward nearly 25 years later, and he has spent his time helping to grow Kirby Specialties into the essential, hardworking company that it is today.
I'm an industrial contractor. We have an industrial contracting division that basically it's Kirby Specialties Corporation. We work for mainly Tyson Foods, Conagra frozen foods, a lot of the industry, local and statewide, some out of state as well, 4 or 5 surrounding states. And then we also have a full fabrication facility called Construction Resources. We do structural steel, custom fabrications that go inside with our industrial contracting.
To develop such vital pieces of equipment, Kirby Specialties utilizes one specific type of employee.
We hire lots of blue-collar workers. We use welding is a major function in our shop. We have a lot of welders, we have a lot of fabricators, we have some detailers. We do have a few college graduates, but they're usually project managers or something like that. We have a lot of labor on the Kirby side. We do, some carpentry work, some concrete work. We do some steel erection, some steel work, do all kinds of operators, just the whole gambit of the construction industry. We use those people.
In total, Kirby Specialties employs between 55 and 75 workers on their payroll, all varying degrees of humans who make up the proud society of blue-collar America.
I think a blue-collar worker is someone that still works with his hands most of the time, in our industry anyway. Now, blue-collar in other industries, it can mean different things, but in our industry, it's someone that still utilizes his hands most of the time. Welder, I consider a blue-collar worker, an operator, carpenter, concrete guys, fabricators, that sort of thing.
Despite the recent rise in technology, Danny says that the low number of skilled workers are staying pretty steady.
I haven't seen a decrease. I do see a trend to try to put more and more machinery and electronics in place of people in the blue collar side. So I don't think there's been a decline yet, but I think we're having trouble filling those positions. It's very tough to get people that want to do that anymore. And we've had the Hispanics come in and take that role in the construction industry, which has helped a little bit, but we need more and more blue-collar workers. We don't have enough.
He says that the low numbers in blue-collar workers could be associated with a higher rise in college numbers over the past several years.
I went to college. My brother went to college for a couple of years and then dropped out. I've got a nephew out here that had no interest in college, and he's on the floor, probably one of the better welders out here already. It depends on the person, but I do not believe that every person in America needs to go to college. I think that's, if we do that, we're going to absolutely lose our skilled workforce completely.
Danny said that he does believe that blue-collar jobs are back on the upswing despite the current status.
That we've had a decline in interest in blue-collar jobs and more of an up towards everyone going to college, which in my opinion is not the best thing to happen. I really feel like that we need to work harder as a society to promote those skilled labor jobs or those skilled positions. There's lots of money to be made there. So they provide for their families. They provide a service to the community that we need.
As for the future of blue-collar jobs in our country, only time will tell if they'll eventually reach their once high acclaim ever again.
I don't think that it's anything that I've been too concerned about on the decline of them. I was kind of for the decline of it in the beginning because I felt like we weren't getting the quality of workforce that we used to have. But I don't think that we're ever going to see it completely go away. There's just too much concrete that's got to be poured and too many structural steel jobs that have to be fabricated. There's always going to be a demand, in my opinion, for some amount of blue-collar worker.
So as time continues to pass, some Americans are still out there not afraid to do the very work that's helped our country succeed.